Did you know that approximately 850,000 American teenagers get pregnant each year? New Mexico is leading the nation as #1 in teen pregnancies, from 80 out of 1,000 girls becoming pregnant each year. Lack of sex education programs in schools is leading to adolescents not being educated on the correct use of contraceptives. In the United States, approximately 90% of pregnant teens will not continue their education and choose to drop out of high school.
Teen pregnancy is most common among minority teens between the ages 15 to 19 years old. 8 out of 10 teen fathers don't marry the mother of their child. Children who don't live with their fathers are 5 times likely to be more poverty-stricken than children who live with both parents. However, despite negative stereotypes, many teen fathers want to be involved in their child's life, and many are. Only a few teen parents will graduate or receive their GEDs. Others may drop out due to the lack of family support and the lack of money.
Two aspects of teen pregnancy are biosocial and psychosocial. Biosocial can be split into 3 parts: family, peers, and community and culture. With family, we have a household with a single parent. There's a lack of parent-child communication. Mother is a teen pregnancy child, was a teen parent herself. Peers is sexual pressures from friends and peers. Teens who have friends that are sexually active, and teens begin to date someone at an early age. Community and culture, limited education or high school dropout, low community or household income, and lack of spiritual or positive role model. The second category is psychosocial. So in psychosocial can be split into substance abuse, maternal stress, and depressive disorder. Substance abuse, tobacco and alcohol are the most used by teen mothers. Alcohol leads to fetal alcohol syndrome. There are a small minority of teen mothers who use illicit drugs such as cocaine, which can lead to placenta separation. And the second one is maternal stress, which can lead to high stress hormone release, such as cortisol, lack of community or parental support, and lack of financial support. Third is the depressive disorder, such as postpartum blues, happens in teen mothers, tandem with anxiety of childbirth, and postpartum depression is more common, especially if finances and family support are limited. Another aspect of depressive disorder is suicide, which is growing among teen mothers.
In addition to the psychosocial aspect of teen pregnancy, there is also a cognitive aspect. Social norms and expectations can have a large effect on any person, but additional factors, such as pregnancy or age, can have an even more substantial effect. With that being said, it is expected that combining the two factors would result in a massive amount of stress. Social media promotes sexuality but degrades those who get pregnant from those very same actions. It is contradicting for young people because expressing sexual desires is promoted, but the result of sex is pregnancy. Being called a teenage mother is known as a degrading term, and that in itself can cause additional stress on a person. The social attitude is something to consider when a teenager becomes pregnant. Religious morals play a role in the decision of teenage mothers, and things to consider include contraceptives, abortion, and adoption. Other factors include family support and the individual's financial situation. In addition to finances, education plays a role. Depending on how educated the individual is when they become pregnant, it could have an impact on their decision.
Although the rates of teen pregnancy have been declining in the past few years, there is still approximately 850,000 American teens that get pregnant each year. We must do more to provide teenagers with information about the risks and consequences of unprotected sex. There is a large controversy on whether or not we should provide this information in a sex education program because they don't want to be promoting sexual activity in adolescents. The debate is whether or not we should be promoting condoms and contraceptives in a positive light. Sex education programs have had a positive effect in promoting the correct way to use contraceptives. Sex education programs do not increase sexual activity, but they are proven to delay sex debut and improve condom and contraceptive use. With the right education on effective use of contraceptives, the teen pregnancy rate will continue to decrease. Evidence has shown that abstinence-only programs have had negative messages, and it is more difficult to promote abstinence when it is not presented positively. With more effective ways to promote teen abstinence, the rate of teen abstinence will increase, and this will also help with the decreasing rate in teen pregnancies.
The most at-risk local ethnic group seems to be Hispanics. The rate of teen mothers who identify as Hispanics is at 44% of all teen mothers, which is 4% higher than the runner-up, which is teen mothers who identify as Caucasians. However, in the country as a whole, Caucasian teens are the leaders for percentage of teen mothers at 70%. The Hispanic category makes up only 13%. The fact that over 30% of New Mexico is considered rural may play a part into why the teen pregnancy rate in the state is so high.
Norms in society may encourage women to serve their role solely as a mother. Some teenage girls may have this pleasure and may accept it as their life. If a pregnant teenager is in a rural area, the community likely has traditional values that discourage the use of birth control and encourage self-restraint. The fact that self-restraint is encouraged instead of safe sex will greater repercussion for the teen.
According to our research, we have found that there are many different components that will affect the decision-making process of pregnancy. Some major components are social upbringing, level of education, financial and economic study, and the cognitive impact during and after the pregnancy. In conclusion, we have found that there is a large majority of negative affiliation that corresponds with being pregnant as an adolescent.